Good morning, PASW. Clients, staff, friends joining us from all over. Welcome to Thursday's class. We've had a busy week. We did Louis Prima, jazz trumpet player. We did Three Penny Opera, 1928, Berlin. And then yesterday we looked at the Western Studios right on 6000 Vine Street, where all those great songs came out. God Only Knows and many other favorites. The last song that we played that was recorded at that studio was the theme from The Godfather, the solo trumpet theme, written by Nino Rota, one of my favorite film composers that we will do a class on. That theme kind of got me thinking that we should do some more film scoring. We did a lot when we were working together at the studio, and I would like to do some more because I think it's good work for us that we should be focusing on. And so I would like to today. We have a lot of stuff to do today. So, I would like to talk about a composer, a film composer, maybe one of the most famous film composers. I would like to play a scene from an iconic movie that he scored, and I've removed the music from the scene and just filled it with probably what would normally a film composer get from an editor, from a director, from a sound engineer. They would get nothing. Sometimes they would get a temp score, but oftentimes, they would just get the sounds happening in the scene, and you'd have to come up with something. So we're going to watch the scene without the music. We're going to watch the scene with the music. And then I hope you're listening. Yes, there's homework. I'm going to give you an assignment because I was looking at the other staff and they're giving you homework, and I'm like, well, how come I'm not giving homework? I'm teasing. It's not going to be hard. There's no true or false, but I do want you to take it seriously. So I'll tell you the assignment at the end, and you'll have till Monday to do it. So Thursday, you have plenty of time to do it. It'll be very simple. Simple, but I don't know, challenging. We'll see. We'll get to it. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, let's talk about John Barry. John Barry was one of the most famous English composers, film composers of all time, and nominated so many times for best score. And I know David Zimmerman, that's his favorite film composer. My brother loves John Barry. I do too, but I know there's people that are diehard John Barry fans. And the scene we're going to look at in a little bit is by John Barry. So, but let's get into who is John Barry. So, born in 1933 in York, England, and plays the trumpet in the band. In the army, and gets work kind of as an arranger. And I don't know if he studied classically composition or arranging. I don't think so, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. But he, in 1960, he composed and arranged and conducted the first film score. So he started really getting work as an arranger, conductor, composer. And then when he got the James Bond films, that's what really catapulted him into huge success, which was in the 60s. John Barry writes the score to Out of Africa, which we're going to listen to a scene, and which won Best Picture and Best Score in 1985. Directed by the great Sidney Pollack, and we are, like I said, going to watch two versions of it. This happens kind of in the middle to late part of the movie, and I'll give you a little bit of setup when we watch this together. And when we watch it for the first time, I just want you to take in the sounds and the scenery. This is what a composer would get. This is what you would, if you were a composer, you would get from a director. There's no music there. It's terrifying, right? Or it's exhilarating in some way because there's tons of possibilities. But so listen to this the first time. think about what's going on, the dynamic of the two actors, Robert Redford and Meryl Streep. Obviously, there's some romance there, and what's happening with them in this scene. There's no dialogue really. There's a few words here and there, but nothing of importance. So what would John Barry think of when he, what did he think of when he got the scene delivered to him? And it's so hard to think of the movie without the music. But it's crazy to think that at one point there was a movie with no music in it. So let's watch it the first time. Just beautiful scene, great scene. It would probably be just as great with the beauty of the scenery without the music, but the music really adds a touch. So let's watch a scene from Out of Africa.
Where did you get it?
Mombasa! Get in!
When did you learn to fly?
Yesterday!
Gorgeous scenes, right? Just beautiful, breathtaking scenes. And this is, they filmed on location. This is 1985. They had to really go into the trenches to film this this kind of stuff. This was no special effects. Okay, so let's watch it with it scored by composer John Barry. So I don't know about you, but it never ceases to amaze me. It's baffling. It's so beautiful. It's just gorgeous. Probably, yes, the orchestration for sure. It's also, these beautiful strings, but just the melody, the tune. He's somebody that's really writing kind of a great melody, only scored for this big orchestra. Just heart-wrenching, sentimental in a good way, just heartbreaking, heart-wrenching string music. One of my favorite scenes, and it's really effective without the music too, for better or worse. But I hope you enjoyed that. Just, yeah, hard for me to explain stuff like that when it means so much to me. But just think, he got that delivered to him with no music. And where do you come up with it? And like I always said, there's no right or wrong answer to art. This is art, right? It's not math. If you put a rap song to that scene, I don't think it would be effective, but it wouldn't, it's not necessarily, Sidney Pollack could be like, yeah, that's what I wanted. I mean, I guess rap, that's a bad example because rap wasn't really out in the 80s, but you get what I mean. Yeah. Okay. So what I would really like for you to do is I'm going to show you this scene. We're going to end with this scene. It's a minute. And your assignment, should you choose to accept or not, is to find a piece of music to score this scene. And I'm not saying an original piece of music because obviously that's a tremendous amount of work. A piece of music anywhere on YouTube, on Spotify, and I want you to send it to me. You can post it below the Facebook link in the description below this video. Obviously that, and share it and tell me, yeah, this music goes with this scene. And I'll take a look at the results Monday, and by Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll see what we've come up with, and I will edit the music to the clip. And this is going to be a clip from Lawrence of Arabia, which is a very famous scene. And I picked the scene because there's not a lot happening. The scene could go several different ways. So I really wanted you to come up with a soundscape of what you think it sounds like. So I thought that would be fun. So watch the scene. Let me know if you need to, it's on YouTube. You can download it. I'll provide it in the YouTube description link so you can watch it several times. And then find a piece of music anywhere on the internet and say, yeah, I think you could put it in here. And I will embed the music into the clip, and then we can talk about it. Okay. Sorry, I'm sweating a little bit. I don't know why. It's a little warm, but we're doing good work here. We're having a good time. I really miss you guys. I will see you tomorrow for Friday's class. So have a great rest of the day.